ourselves a base landscapes game. It's not arena mode. There's no extra scoring. There's no fan factions in this one. It's a pretty typical type of game. Um, and we got Patrick of the Isles. We got Katara Kokon, who looks pretty strong as well. We've got mermaids into the first seat. So um, um, we've got Ole. Haven't played with him before. Okay, they put mermaids and darklings. Looks like the classic stuff to put in here is yellow and gray. And since both ship tiles are in, I think that we prefer not fakirs or dwarves. I picked nomads first because I think that they have nicer potential than, like, the downside of a nomads pick is not as bad as the downside of the gray pick. Gray pick could end up with green, which would be really ugly. Yellow pick could end up with chaos magicians or brown. The mega sandwich is a little ugly, but it's not as bad. Okay, Patrick obliges. Also likes the nice color wheels. I think traditionally you bid darklings here. Mermaids are good because they're going to get the double spade. And engineers are good because they start with a spade. The earth cult rewards are also nice for engineers. Yeah. That said, I mean, all of these factions are going to be good here. There's not going to be any bad factions here. I think that engineers are probably not getting Earth 1. That's probably their weakest part. But, like, nomads aren't going to be bad. They're going to get the first priest. They probably send it to Earth. Then they might try to win the Earth cult. I think that opening Earth 1 is probably fine here for nomads. The bummer for nomads is that it's a round 1 dwellings game, and I don't know if you're going to build dwellings in round 1. For mermaids, I think that you should try to, like, the question is, what are darklings taking? Are darklings going to take temp ship? I think that darklings taking temp ship is very defensible because they can grab B2 and build through these hexes. But actually, I'm thinking that nomads actually probably want temp ship to begin the game. If they can get the first spade onto B2, that's quite nice. Even if taking Earth 1 and round 1 is good, but you never rush in the setup, I agree. I also think that if you're mermaids and you somehow manage to get temp ship, then you really don't need Earth 1. But it's a game plan. Like, this game clearly encourages you to build wide. So that means darklings are getting the priest. That's actually really good for darklings. Yeah. So I think that these darkling bids make a lot of sense. I do think engineers traditionally just have the inside track on network. Nomads should probably not build the big building this game. I'm going to build big darklings because even if nomads do take temp ship and take this, you're still going to get this. Like, mermaids shouldn't be on D2. Though I guess, like, with the weakest player on mermaids, you never know if they'll be on D2. That's a bit of a problem, but that's fine though. You might be able to, like, both ship tiles are in the game, so you might be able to form 2 towns over here as darklings anyway. The internal scoring seems good. Like, there's a lot of late TPs, so there are ways to make points, admittedly, but built-in spades is nice for darklings. I think if I get bit off of here, then I am pretty willing to give nomads a shot here. So the nomads game plan is you take temp ship, you just desperately hope to get a spade. If you don't get a spade, then maybe you take 2 workers and hard dig. Um, you're in the 3rd seat if you're nomads, which means that it could, like, if you rush Earth 1 with everyone else, I think that Patrick is the type of player who likes Earth 1, and especially as engineers, I think that it doesn't hurt to rush Earth 1 here. But say that everyone rushes Earth 1 and Patrick loses out on spades, then Patrick will take double dig, mermaids will probably take single dig, and then nomads don't get a spade in that case. So it's a question of like Earth 1 versus getting a spade in round 1 with this. I think that there are enough ways to score this game that I don't have to be that paranoid about Earth 1 as nomads here. So nomads, you can end this game with 1, 2, 3, 4, or 4 dwellings and a temple. That seems pretty good, right? Worst case, I think. Worst case is that you get a priest power action, and then you ship to b4, g4 in round 1. That's like the worst case that happens here. Do I want to put another point on these guys? I think I'm just willing to roll with this. Like, I don't know that this is like a perfect bid, but I do just kind of like playing nomads, and I think that they're kind of fun, so. Yeah, nomads are better off with Fire 1 and Act 6 than Earth 1 and Spade Block. I don't think nomads are getting Act 6. If you do get Act 6, then of course that's better, but I'm bidding assuming that you don't get the double spade. I don't think mermaids or engineers should let you have that. So I'm really thinking about the single spade here. I actually think that this might be a game where starting g4 is okay. It can put some pressure on darklings to claim this hex, and e8 is very safe in this matchup. This is a must. I would love to see darklings on e5. It takes away this town, but it means that these 2 towns are very safe. This center town's a little tough anyway with engineers. Like, you naturally have 3 hexes, since engineers will take one of the reds. Darklings start double east. Well, I mean, okay. This is a natural leech spot. This is also a leech spot, admittedly. But I like the... Well, actually, I probably didn't need to do this. I was just thinking that this might, like, threaten darklings and force them to cut to take f5, but who cares? That probably wasn't as good as just e8. Patrick and Caterkin will likely go for Earth 1. I agree, and I think that there's almost no way that this player doesn't... that the Darklings player doesn't take Earth 1 here. And Darklings are easy to play, and I think that there's a very good track for them as well, especially for Earth 1 Darklings. There's nothing wrong with Earth 1 Darklings in this game, so I do need to be careful not to lose to them. Like, they're not going to get network points, but they could do okay on the cults and stuff, so. I think we're going to maintain tempo on taking mermaids upgrade first. Makes enough sense. Though I guess their sanctuary more naturally goes up here than down here. Darklings upgrade away from me, so I'm getting no leech in round 1, so that's a bit of a problem. Engineers can really hurt me here if they choose to take the single spade right now, but they are going to upgrade f6. What do we do if we do get Earth blocked, or if we do get Spade blocked here? I think it's pretty bad because we took this temp ship tile. Now there's no rush to get up to B2. I think that the hex that I want is G2, right? Yeah, this is definitely a pain because um, I'm not getting leech this round, and therefore I'm not even in contention for the double spade, which was one of the biggest possible weaknesses here. Wow, mermaids prioritize the double spade. Interesting. Okay. Can I get this spade and Earth 1? I think that Patrick will take Earth 1. I'm going to gamble that I can do this and still get Earth 1. Let's see if I'm right. Smart mermaids? Yeah, maybe. It is nice that they gave me a point of leech here as well. I'm curious to see if Patrick is willing to give up Earth 1 here. Like, you don't actually need... Like, the thing is, you're going to get the double dig next round. This round is the dwellings round, but it doesn't really help engineers that much to get out the extra dwelling. So taking the single spade really hurts me, but it's not clear that it's that strong for Patrick. I will absolutely just take this priest and advance ship and build E8, B4 if I'm allowed. So yeah, exactly. Priest still looks strong. The problem is that I don't have coins next round if I do that, but that's fine. I'll pass on to something and then I'll put a priest onto the earth cult and I'll have some like coins into the round 3. And with temple and 4 dwellings, you don't need to build anything in round 2. I guess what Patrick can do is, like, the reason why Patrick might take the single spade is he might prioritize beating me to G2. And then I don't get a center town if that happens. So that is the consideration, but I don't know that. Yeah, so that is Patrick's plan. His plan is to beat me to G2. So that sucks. We'll grab the priest then. So now I do need to make sure that I prioritize this town up here. And that I get these 2. Okay. So this. Darklings are setting priests to cults. I don't like that particularly, but mermaids did take Earth 1. Okay, that at least punishes Patrick. So mermaids got Earth 1 and the double spade, which is really nice for them in a dwellings round 1. They're going to pass first. They could take this. I assume Darklings are putting priest to Earth now. I think that they probably should have taken 2 workers and built dwellings, but this is its own thing. You're allowed to do this. It also kind of makes sense because you're playing kind of a taller, cultier game now. Like now that you're completely not competing on network, maybe not even making 3 towns, it does kind of make sense to play cultier. This is a typical move, but I don't really understand it like in this specific context. I could have put this priest to Earth, but I think that building these 2 hexes is more important. The priest to Earth would have let me potentially 5 power priests, but we'll see. I could land on the spade, which would be really nice. Darklings don't particularly want the spade. I mean, they do. They should want the spade, but they might choose not to take it. Anyway, this feels like very targeted toward me. I don't particularly blame Patrick for targeting me. I think that I'm the biggest threat at the table. Um, but giving Earth 1 to mermaids also, like, mermaids are at 49 points already. I guess we started at 40, so it's not that high, but still. Um, and they have Earth 1 for future income. They're considering taking the dwellings tile, but I think that the extra coin is a little better. It's actually like 3 extra coins because they get the Earth Cult as well. They take the TP tile, which I really disagree with. I think that the TP tile kind of, to me, hints at hard digging F2 and building H2. Anyway, yeah, Patrick has chosen war. So it's cool, though. It's good for him that he's playing a different type of game now. He tends to take Earth 1 a lot, obviously, so. We could grab the coins here. The coins power action could help. There's no question that it helps, right? Then next round, maybe we can. Well, let's see. What's going to happen here? Engineers pass, then Darklings will pass. We'll see if Darklings pass onto Engineers tile. Engineers could also grab the coins now. I wouldn't be completely I think it would be very surprising if Engineers grabbed the coins, but they did burn for this. So all right, we'll see if Darklings say, wow, they passed for that. So they want double spade next round. So I'm definitely not getting D4. Fine. Darklings, do they take the spade or do they take... they do take the spade. That's unfortunate. Okay, I'm going to pass... it's not clear what I should pass for. All right, I think that we probably got to take these coins then. I don't have particularly good places to put power spades, right? Like, this is... There's no point in double spading E6. That just gives engineers leech. Because they're taking E9, D4 with their first action. So it's going to be a while before I can use a double spade effectively. Let's just grab these coins. This will also let us be able to play onto this more effectively. This. So now I'm trying to figure out, is there any reason to take this guy instead? Like, now I can afford to take this guy. Is there any reason why I want to stall for like a spade tile or this tile? I don't think that there really is. So I think I'll just take this. I think we need to fight a little bit for points here, and we can have a very short round to get this. For this. So I think that we're going to put Priest to Earth, or maybe we put, do we put Priest to Earth or Fire? It's not obvious here. And then we hard dig B2 and build A5. Patrick looks like he's passing first. He's going to land on a bunch of coins, which is nice for him. So I do need at least 3 actions. I think I have to send this priest to a cult. The question is whether it's the earth cult for 2 points and a later spade, or if it's the fire cult. The earth cult is fewer points. It looks like I'm not going to get any points off of the earth cult because, well, I mean, it's like 2 points versus darklings, which I might get anyway. But I think engineers are very likely to take a 2p town. So I'll just take this. I think I want the points from that. So yeah, I think my next actions here are hard digging and then building A5. It's just a good way to build up my economy a little bit, and then I won't be able to pass onto a points tile easily, but maybe I can, or that's not true. This guy is bad for me. However, these 6 coins look very good. And I'm going to be passing for some points as well, right? I'm going to be getting 6 more points here. This is 2 points for the dig, then 2 points for these dwellings. I'll be at 56. And then I'll have 7 dwellings down, right? I'll have 6 dwellings down, so I'll be at 62. That's not too bad. Mermaids should do what I was saying and also get down 2 dwellings. I think that they should hard dig F2 and then build H2. I wouldn't be too pressed about taking the coins. Wait to see if you get some leech, and then you might pass first, and then you can just take coins next round on temp ship. I do really want to pass on to probably the spade or the priest. At least get 1 coin, so that way I can sanctuary for water 1 happily. I would have to do an ugly worker to coin conversion if I don't. That's the price that I pay for putting this priest off like that. Mermaids are doing exactly what I said that they should do. Engineers are possibly just putting their priest to the air cult. They just build E9 first. So darklings are getting off with the coins. I would snatch these coins like without even thinking as darklings, but who knows if they'll follow my thinking. I do feel compelled to dig and build B2, but I am considering that passing for this might be correct after that. I'm going to dig and build B2, but if mermaids build this hex, and then darklings take like a coins action, and then Patrick takes another action, then I am just going, darklings probably want to use this priest. Let's see what happens. Something good could be happening here. Yeah, so this is 1 worker and 2 points, or this is 1 worker and 1 point for 6 coins. I think that 6 coins is more valuable than 1 worker, 1 point. So I don't think Patrick should pass here, but he could as well. He's also got coins issue, a very small coins issue because it's engineers, but. Mermaids and I are in a very symmetric position right now. Patrick does indeed put priest to air. He might be considering making a TP as well, so that he gets tempo and water 1. I don't think it's because it also helps balance his economy a little bit. He does kind of want coins right now. Darklings do indeed dig down another dwelling. Darklings are also at a bunch of points. We really need these. We really need these coins. So now I feel a lot better about our position. Mermaids now, I think that they were expecting to be able to pass onto this. They could still pass onto this, and they get coins next round. So I think that that's a clear move for mermaids right now. Take the coins next round, not this round. Patrick's been locked out of coins. If I were him, I would. Yeah, I think that making the TP was the right play there, because this means that there's a chance that you pass onto the Darkling Spade. And if you get the Darkling Spade, then you're getting D7, C5. You're just going to have all your dwellings out next round. You're probably getting a 2-key town. Unfortunately for Patrick, he doesn't actually get the Spade, so he's just going to settle for the dwellings tile, I presume. He's not particularly in a position to hard dig, but he can ship. And then if he ships, then he can hit 1, 2, 3 hexes next round. That's really, really good. I think engineers might be in control of this game, but let's lock up water 1 first. I feel like this is kind of fun. I very, very rarely play nomads like this, but lately I've been on like a scoring favor binge. I don't know if it's great, but I just realized that mermaids passed for temp ship. They didn't want to burn down their power, I guess. So now they're going to grab this. Um, wow, darklings really balanced out their economy very well. I guess that coins action really helped them. Um, I'm in desperate leech straits right now. um, I just don't have good size structures elsewhere. Um, Patrick building C2 will help me for my TP needs next round because I think I want a 4 hex town through here. Be nice to put a TP here. This round, I think I just build A5 and then maybe I put my. Ooh, that helps a lot. Thank you, mermaids. Wow, the double spade there was unexpected. They are going to get out a lot of dwellings now, but I don't love this for. I don't love this for mermaids. Patrick finally has 2 temples up. He's going to have a sick next round. I think Patrick should just pass right now for the TP tile, actually. But should I pass for the TP tile? I think that's a little too greedy, right? But I have so many workers coming in. Like I don't, because if I pass for this TP tile and mermaids somehow build D2. No, I think that we should play this round out. I'm thinking about it. I think that this round deserves to be played out. I think there's times when you can rush points, and then there's times where you need to build your economy. And I think that right now it's a time when I need a little bit of economy. Now that I've played this, there's still 2 useful things I can do. I can still send a priest to the fire cult, and I can still use this cult bump, which will go away. If I'm Patrick, I'm passing here. But who knows? He did make this temple, which makes it so that he's in an awkward spot for building C2 G1. I actually think that Patrick should probably take the coins here. It sucks to burn down your power as engineers, but you actually don't need that power anymore. He clearly no longer needs double dig. He needs G3 or D6 to connect. He needs D7. He needs 2 more spades this whole game, and he's getting 2 from here. I think that the right move here is to actually just pass, or is to take the coins, advance ship, build 3 dwellings, or just pass. Just passing and then taking the coins is fine, but you're leaving 3 points and 2 workers on the table by not building 3 dwellings here. I will let Patrick make his own decision. But I do think that the line that I suggested is the correct line for engineers here. I've seen engineers do very well burning down pretty early. Because they snowball their economy so hard, those extra coins right now and those extra workers are so worth it. The fact that it comes with 3 points is just icing on the cake. And then he probably doesn't get a points pass tile, but then he gets my pass tile. And then he gets the coins that he needs to make TPs next round. Did I consider the stronghold this round? I absolutely did not consider the stronghold, and I think that I'm correct not to. Now, arguably, I shouldn't have built the sanctuary, but there's no way that I was building a stronghold this round. I don't think stronghold gets me enough. There's no pass tile for the stronghold. I think I want a sanctuary for a 3 hex town anyway, and I think that there's a lot of free yellows, like. There's 3 free yellows remaining, and I think I want to be digging these cheap hexes. So I don't think the stronghold does me anything. Right? I'm not making a 3rd town. I'm not going to fight for this town here. Patrick decides to advance ship without taking the coins action. I think that that is a mistake, but it might not. But I think it's a very minor mistake, to be fair. Okay, I think that the priest to a worker is less good than the cult bump, which I'll use on the earth track to distinguish myself a little bit, and this allows me to take coins next round, if I pass. I will pass immediately if I'm allowed to. You normally value the stronghold at about a town if you build it in round 3, but in this game it feels worse. So you're not wrong. The stronghold could be a town like somewhere here, but like I only have so many structures, right? I'm already building 3 more. 3 of my structures are already spoken for on natural yellows, and then I have 1, 2, 3, 4 more structures spoken for on just regular digs. I don't really need to like fight that hard for regular dig stuff, do I? By the way, I would never have built this hex as mermaids. I would have built A11. Oh, darklings pass. Okay. Fair enough. Can't control everything. So what's going to happen here? Darklings are going to take the TP tile. Actually, Darklings, wow. Darklings' coin economy is in shambles after making that strong. They should probably actually take this so that they can take coins. Nope, they do take the TP tile extremely greedily. Fair enough. Guess I'm grabbing coins here then. The spade is quite... do mermaids have dwelling left? Mermaids are passing, so mermaids are definitely passing for this. That's fine, right? That just means I put my priest to fire as well. And if engineers outlast me, then I get their tile. And if they don't, that's up to them. There's the spade for mermaids. It's clearly the right move. It has the most points printed on it. Or it has the most coins printed on it, so... Anyway, Darklings do have a lot of workers coming in, so they could do some down conversions next round. Patrick passes, so I am going to get back onto this dwelling style, which feels very, very good for us. Do we want to put this priest on the air track to get a spade off of it? I say... this feels pretty good. I don't know if I'm right, but I think that the priest to fire is good. It gets me in better position for taking future coins actions. Yeah, let's do this. Patrick is finally catching up on points. This is going to be an absolutely gigantic round for him. Oh, Patrick is getting the coins this round, so that's also very good for his dwelling building ambitions. He can put TPs in places where it doesn't form towns as well, so that's cool. I do like this upgrade for Darklings. Feed engineers when they can't take the leech. Mermaids quickly burn up all their stuff. They also give engineers leech that they can't take. We need to figure out where we're building our TPs. I think that E3 is an obvious spot. Maybe we only build 2 TPs this round. I could put one on B4. But my worker economy is dropping very rapidly. Building all 4 is clearly not an option because I need E2. I'm going to put a priest to earth here. I guess I could go priest to earth right now, and then I lose this spot, which feels bad, but it would be nice to get a power spade, I think. So if mermaids do wind up making a TP near me, here comes one. We're gonna put priest. We're gonna just take a very long round here. This spade is extremely good for me. This TP tile is extremely good for me. So taking a long round feels quite good for us here. This priest gives us access to the single spade, which is also very good for us. It allows us to take cheaper leech from mermaids, which is really good. I think that this is all quite good here. Oh shit. Mermaids are out of power. I think if I'm mermaids, I'm sending this priest, but I suppose darklings can do it as well. As we discussed, darklings are in a position where, yeah, darklings want to play culty because they have no other game really. I mean, they have direct points and favors, but they don't really have good endgame points if they don't build on the cults. So I approve of that move from darklings. Mermaids have this spade that maybe they just put down their landscape. They just spade I2. Okay. Let's offer mermaids some leech. That leech will enable them to build another TP, and the TP will hopefully go near us. This is called wishful thinking. I encourage you guys to try it out. Mermaids took the leech very quickly, which means that they want to do this. Engineers are building out more dwellings. That makes lots of sense. Claiming their territory. I don't think that they should advance the 2 ship. I think that they should build some TPs here. So it'll probably be E9, D4, if I'm correct, in my thinking. I do think I need to take my single spade now, because if I don't, then engineers might get enough leash to do it. And I think that engineers might be willing to burn down at this point, so. Patrick wants a priest to air this round. Seems pretty clear. Darklings. If I'm darklings, I'm either making a TP here or I'm digging this down. I'm not sure which one is better right now. Engineers will put their on. There is no real rush to build all the TPs because these 2 rounds are effectively TP rounds as well. Mermaids put priest to air. They might put another priest to air. They don't want to burn down their power that badly. But yeah, I think I want this now. So just as a quick check on our power action this game, we've taken 1 priest action, 2 coins actions, and 2 single spades. I think that's a fairly good use of power actions for a game. The priest spots all disappear on air, so we're getting 0 points on the air track. Maybe we can sneak out 2 points on the water track versus engineers. I don't find that super likely, but it's possible. We'll put a TP here. This does go in a town spot. I actually might be looking at passing first, which is actually not where I want it to be, but If I do, then I do get on this at least. I'm not sure. So last round is TPs here. So next round, like if I'm looking to make towns next round, how am I going to get it done? I need 2 spades, and I need. So next round I need spade, spade. That's 4 workers. I need 2 workers to make this TP. I don't have that much stuff. Right now it looks like I have 10 workers. So I think that what I actually want is probably I want Fire 2 next round. And it seems a little odd, but it allows me to save my TPs for the final round. And the last round I'll be building TPs and dwellings. So yeah, I think that we're passing here, and we're going to pass onto the big coins tile. Oh, Darklings pass. Okay, that changes things. Stronghold? Fatty, come on, buddy. No, we're not building a stronghold. Actually, I mean, the stronghold is not bad. Admittedly, the stronghold is not bad. I just instinctively don't like that idea. I don't think it jives with our style. Mermaids get ready for their town. I see. That's what was going on there. Engineers give some leech that has to be declined. Okay. Small moment of truth here for us. What is the tile that we actually want? I think that there's a very good case for this TP tile. Like we're talking about having like a temple here and 2 TPs. That's still 4 points. This is 1, 2. So I was talking about taking a workers town probably. Maybe I can get myself a single spade action. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 coins to do this. And then I need maybe 6 well, if mermaids do build a 4, then I only need 3 coins there. Do I want to get greedy about the leech? Let's get greedy. I don't know about this. You think I need the mermaid's bonus spade? You might be right. You could totally be right about that. But obviously I'm playing stupidly. To be clear, Fatty, I am talking about taking Fire 2 next round. I know that I don't need Fire 2 to make these towns, but I think that the 5 extra points from getting it this round is good. And like mermaids might never build one of these blacks, so I might not get the neighbor that I need in order to have like 3 cheap TPs up here. Like the absolute ideal, right, is like sanctuary temple TP, TP dwelling. But I don't think that's going to happen. I also don't need to make one. Oh, mermaids, you are the man. You are what a great mermaids player, guys. Thank you, Catercoken. Catercoken? Catercoken? Nope, wouldn't know how to pronounce a Dutch word. Anyway, yes, Fatty, I totally hear what you're saying, where you're coming from, and that I need the mermaid's spade bonus tile, and watch me just ignore that advice. Yeah, appreciate you ignoring me. Can Darklings even get both towns next round? Darklings are worker short, but actually the way for Darklings to do it is to dig D7, right? If Darklings actually dig D7 with their first action, then they temple for a Fire 2 plus a worker's town. And then they dig H7. They can get that done. So yes, Darklings can actually get both towns, but it's pretty tight. I think Patrick might see D7 coming. I don't think that Darklings should fight for both towns, to be clear. They need workers and coins. Yeah, but they have coins, right? They have 3 extra coins. They have 10 coins next round. That's enough. They only need 1, 2, 3, 4 to build these 2 dwellings, plus 5 for this. They only need 9 coins. And they're going to get some leech from engineers. TP on D7 instead of Fire 2. Is that enough? Yeah, you're right. That is enough. Fire 2 is better because they want to make TPs this round. And also, obviously, the priest is 2 points for them anyway. So yeah, Fire 2 is definitely better. Patrick smartly stays out of D7. He can easily make a town through here. He only built... Wow, he didn't build many TPs. I disagree with that decision. Darklings could take the coins here. Honestly, they don't really need coins anymore for their game. They need workers. Yeah, they do take D7, which is what we thought might happen. This is how they're going to get their 2 towns this round, so that's cool. Good for them. I say we just take the 2 key town here, right? That gets us close to winning the Earth Cult. It gets us a boatload of power. Yeah, why are we not taking the 2 key town here? We might not get the single spade, which is unfortunate, but... Alright, let's start with the Fire 2. You think Darklings should fight for both towns? If they do, then mermaids get coins. I don't care if mermaids get coins. I guess they could 3-town this round. That might be tough, but they don't have water 1, which is a little tough for them. Okay, founding a town. I think I'm taking the 2 keys, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 power. I don't think I want to overflow. I will just take it on faith that I can get those spades. Engineers could hurt me by taking a single spade, but I don't think that they want to do that. I think they want to just build D6 and then bridge. They do indeed just build D6. Mermaids should absolutely grab the coins. They have no reason to need spades anymore this game. Which is sad for me because I would love to get some leech so I can grab a single spade, but you can't have everything. Can I advance digs here? Is that a crazy thing to say? That's a crazy thing to say. Forget I said that. I didn't say that. Darklings do go for the TP. Yeah, I disagree with this. I think that this was supposed to be fire too. They should take a priest town, I guess. They need a priest town, actually. They take a... Yeah, they do take the 9-pointer. Nice. Wow, this Darklings game, they have a lot of points. Okay, I haven't gotten the leech that I want, but presumably mermaids have to make a sanctuary next, right? In any case. This is the key to our being able to make this town, even if we don't get a spade action. So I'm happy with this decision. Patrick is deciding for whether he wants a power action or if he wants to just make a town here. Wait, you think Darklings are throwing away 5 points? How are they throwing away 5? Oh, by making the TP? Yeah, agreed. They are. That's okay though. That's their mistake to make. You're allowed to make a mistake. I also think that Darklings actually are 1 power short of being able to make a town if they make a temple, right? So they actually needed this worker. So if they spend 2 extra workers here, then ooh, this is fun. That's a spicy town. Hey, there's my buddy. Do I actually want this? Like, I've been talking about this single spade for so long, but do I actually want this single spade? It saves me 3 workers, but if we look at my income, I'm actually more coin short than worker short next round. But you know what? There's a big coins tile lying around, and I'm not doing very well on network, huh? Maybe I'm supposed to hard dig this. It's not crazy that I'm supposed to hard dig this, because I'm also getting a spade, probably 2 spades off the cults next round, and I need to advance ship a lot. Yeah, I think the correct thing to do is actually still to hard dig this. No, because what will I have down? I'm building out 1 more TP and 1 more dwelling, so I can have TP, TP, dwelling left to build next round. I'm getting 2 spades off the cult, so I'll probably put them on A9 and E6 or something. I guess ideally, and then I need a lot of everything. I didn't totally think this through. Two TPs and 2 worker and 4 dwellings is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 workers. I'm not that worker short. Well, I am kind of worker short, huh? What town do we want? I think we just want the 8-pointer, right? We'll do this. We'll depend on mermaids to feed us leech. I was thinking that maybe we could take a coin town here. Because I'm out of leech. I'm not going to get a coins action next round. I guess mermaids are giving me some leech. They might upgrade D2 and see if I'm willing to pay that price. I absolutely am willing to pay that price, I think. Because I'm competing directly with mermaids on network. Let's see. if I coin town here, I think I ship town here. Um, the ship town still allows me to send a priest to Earth to get a second spade. The second spade makes up the difference between a coin town and a ship town, I believe. I think Patrick wants Stronghold this round. He wants Fire 2. He doesn't need Fire 2. He might Fire 2 in the final round. But he gets 2 towns this round and a Fire 2 town next round, I think. He can just make 3 bridges here. 1, 2. Oh, he can't make 3 bridges. Okay, so I think that if I'm Patrick, here's what I'm doing. I'm bridging D6 to E9, then I'm making a sanctuary for Fire 2, getting 2 towns, and then I'm going to make a stronghold and bridge here. And then you try to get this town in the final round. Yeah, this is going to be a ship town, I think. So that way I can build a dwelling here. That means I can build B1, and I can still put a priest to Earth, so that I have temple, or so that I get 2 spades on the cults next round. So we already did the math on this. There's Fire 2 for Patrick. But was that supposed to be a temple? Isn't this supposed to be a sanctuary? Oh, he's going to make 2 bridges here. Okay, and then make a bridge here. Okay, fair enough. Taking a single spade is not aging well. Darklings pass on to a priest, so the big coin stack is still there. I think that if I'm still off, no, okay, mermaids have at least 2 actions left. Patrick has at least 2 actions left. I am staying in this round until I think that I can get this. Other players are going to try to stall each other out. I want the 6 coins more than I want these things, I think. Because I'm going to make so many points by making TPs and stuff next round, advancing, like getting onto hexes, building TPs and dwellings. It's also notable that making a TP now is just as good as making a TP next round, because the extra income is so valuable, plus I'm on the TP tile. So I think that I'm willing to make another TP here, and then I can try to get onto a pass tile or get onto this. So that is now our plan. Patrick takes an 8-pointer. This will get him a cult spade. I am going to fight Patrick for I5. If I pass before Patrick, then I want H3 so I can reach H1. I actually want I5 so I can hit I7 on only 2 shipping. So this is actually a hex that I do want. Now, if I sense Patrick coming at it, then I might back off, but gladly take that leech. Mermaids take a ship town. They are on the shipping thing, so good for them. They're going to be able to build 1 more dwelling or 2 more dwellings for free. They're getting a cult spade. So their round might be 2 dwellings, a temple, a TP, and another dwelling. They could get the coins for that. Yeah, they're gonna have the coins for that if they pass here. We were talking about being all responsible and like passing for economy, but this feels. I really want to make this TP and then pass on to points. I think that passing for 6 points can't be that bad, even if it hurts me network-wise. All right, let's go regret our decisions. Are mermaids passing for the spade or are they passing for the coins? It's not clear. They pass for the spade, which actually means that I could land on the coins. But now my needs are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I only need 9 coins, and I have 9 coins, so I'm just going to pass for the points. This gives me like, now I guess I could advance my ship to 3, but I'm much more concerned about just building all my hexes. And especially fighting for this I5 hex, I think, is important. We're going to spade H3 and I5. And we're going to build I5 first. I assume that Patrick will fight for this hex. Honestly, we're fighting for like 3-ish network points, right? Mermaids should always get to 14 here. They have 3 natural blues left. And yeah, they have 3 natural blues and all the resources that they need. That dig is probably worthless. So I could get up to like 9, and I'm never getting past 3 stuff left on my board. So I could be getting up to 9 points from building everything out. And the swing versus mermaids, honestly, I don't see mermaids as particularly a threat points-wise. Patrick kind of has to fight for this I5 hex, I think, or H3. He has to fight for one of these because he's committed himself to making this town. He doesn't really have much else going on in his game besides making these towns now. So we will build 2 dwellings at least. Patrick can't spade away both, and a TP. But I think advancing ship might be more important than, yeah. I think advancing my ship might be more important than building the final dwelling. I might have enough points to do that anyway. I think I have 4. Oh, I have enough. I have enough. As long as I build all my hexes, then I should be okay. Yeah. I'm probably losing the Earth cult to Darklings, by the way. Darklings need to make a temple. I don't see why it shouldn't be Earth 3. I guess the answer is that I could respond with Earth 2 to be a jerk. They don't know that I won't do that. If I'm Darklings, I'm probably templing for Earth 3 and Air 1, and then making 2 TPs. They don't have the resources, technically, to make 2 temples, 2 TPs. engineers protect this hex. That's fine by me. I will secure I5 then. Engineers also need to... Oh, they have a lot of stuff left. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, okay. As long as no one disrupts my hexes, I'm fine. Mermaids should not have passed for the spade. They should have just taken coins. They don't need spades at all. Look at how many blues they have. They were saying which means that they might be thinking of disrupting someone's hex. I mean, they could dig this for sure, but I don't see why they would. They're losing engineers, probably. They have Earth 1, which... I guess they have 4 points of Earth 1, maybe 4 points of Air 1, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, because it's a TP round, plus 6, 13. Mermaids might have 13 points this round, plus a ship advance. It's 3. 1, 16. I'm not too scared of mermaids. I'm going to pass for like as many points as mermaids will have. Patrick, I am a little concerned about. He does have water 1 and he's engineers, and oh my god, he's going to make a lot of TPs. This is 18 points sitting right there. The stronghold will come out. The town will come out. Another TP will happen. Okay, takes Air 1. Okay. I do think that was the right call for the favor tile. Okay, he did down convert. I don't know why he didn't leave himself open to taking the leech, but that's fine. Let's grab this hex. Okay. Our next action is advance ship, and then we'll try to build I7. No, we'll just build I7 next. Then we'll make a TP, then we'll advance ship, then we'll build H1. Mermaids could totally mess with H1. I don't know that it's worth fighting them for it. Honestly, like, I really don't know that it's worth fighting. Darklings really want to lock up their water cult. Seems reasonable. Engineers have used all 3 of their temples, so they can build 4 TPs this round. I expect that would be what they do. So that's 24 points. The stronghold will be... Oh, they don't need this bridge anymore. So the stronghold will be 6 points. So that's 30 points. Plus a town, the 11-pointer. Plus 2 ship advances. Actually, they don't have quite the resources to do everything without using some tab resources. So let's not count Patrick's points. Let's lock up our own hexes. Would we rather give a free leech? Oh, no, I think that the leech is obviously here, right? Darklings have no use for this. Patrick is looking for all the leech he can get. He still wants I2. Don't blame him. Mermaids building their hexes like we said that they should. They're actually a little short on workers, I think. No, just kidding. They have exactly the right workers. And then they have another ship advance left in them. Yeah. Looks good. Looks good for them. This spade isn't doing them anything. It's probably going here then. There's Earth 3 like we expected. 6 points away from me. Air 1 was just as good for them, but, I mean, why not take points away from me if you can? Make our TP here. Again, I don't think that this does Darklings a ton. I mean, it's not useless for them because they can grab a priest action or a worker's action from this. The worker's action does help them to make another... It only helps them make a temple. It doesn't help them make a TP. So, because they only have one TP left on their board, which they can already make a TP. Wow, they took the leech though. So I wonder what that'll be. Okay, here's Patrick's town. Patrick is still taking leech, so I think that there's a case for this to be a coin town. He actually doesn't have all his stuff out yet, so he does quite badly need H6, I9. Well, he's going to have F1. Let's count Patrick's hexes. He needs 2 ship advances and 2 dwellings. That's F1, A2. Mermaids could disrupt that, though I don't think that they should. They have this priest in hand. They could choose to disrupt either me or Patrick, and it's not clear who they'll choose. It's completely like, it's completely dealer's choice there, right? So I'm actually pretty curious about that. Man, Darklings really should have taken Fire 2 there, I think. I think that was a big misstep. Look at their coins. They were completely set on coins. And they would have had an extra priest. Like we said, that's 5 points straight up. It also hurts mermaids a lot, because mermaids lose 5 points for not being able to make their town. It'll be a big letdown for Darklings if they don't manage to beat mermaids here. Now, I think that they probably are beating mermaids, but we don't know exactly. Mermaids do have this, so their points are hidden a little bit. Oh, they feed engineers. I don't know that I'd be doing that. Unless they think, like, engineers have suffered enough already. Patrick took the 11-pointer, so his coins are basically spoken for. The single spade is gone. I didn't see that. Oh, Patrick took the single spade. Yeah, he's very unsure what to do about this. He's the same as everyone else, but like spade actually workers. So I would probably think that declining this is actually correct. Unless Patrick is kicking network aside as well. That is correct for Patrick to kick network, because so wait, actually, does this let Patrick build a TP? I think this lets Patrick build a TP, and that makes it worth it. So I think the answer is you are supposed to take this as engineers. You pay 3 points. Oh, he declines it. Okay. I was going to say you pay 3 points, but you gain 6 back, right? 5 back. You're playing 100% planning to connect here. Otherwise, that gives Darklings, that lets Darklings into the game. Okay, moment of truth. We're going to see if mermaids mess with my thing and hurt my network. That's entirely their right to do that. Oh, wait, hold on. I can hard dig down this anyway, right? I have exactly enough stuff left to hard dig. So that's kind of funny. Yeah. We are getting a 14 network. The only question is, do I have to give up my priest to do it? Mermaids decline leech. They don't need it anymore. Darklings close out the Earth Cult. That seems correct. Mermaids have a chance to mess with me, but don't have too much to gain from it. They cost me a point by doing so, and I guess they cost me the use of my priest. But my priest isn't going anywhere very good. Well, okay, so they might gain themselves 2 points, because they could cost me a point, plus they could put a priest to water by digging H1 and making me use my priest. I haven't been calculating the endgame points too hard, but yeah, okay, so they do mess with me. It does look like I'm winning this game, though. I guess I don't know how close Patrick is. It's hard to tell, because so many of his points are kind of... He has the most... I think that he has the most endgame points, but I don't know. He made his TP, so he's not getting out all his stuff. He's going to lose network to us. So I think the reason why Patrick was so cautious there was because mermaids have this spade in hand. If mermaids had decided to mess with F1 or A2 instead, that would have been quite bad for Patrick. So I think that that's what we saw there. He should just be advancing ship here, though. Because darklings can connect easily if they sense weakness. Darklings, what should they do? They should build F7, I10, then make a TP. By the way, darklings spent a priest to close out the Earth cult. Now that was contextually like decent. However, I don't like that very much for darklings because that means that they really should have just taken Air 1. Because they got 4 points from Earth 3 and took away 4 points from me. But then they had to throw another priest at this, and that was 2 points. So they threw away 2 points. 4 points. They could have just taken Air 1. They have 5 priests on the cults, which also feels just like a lot. Patrick is considering whether it might be better to just make a TP or make a stronghold and make another TP. The stronghold admittedly is worth 6 points, and the TP is worth 6 points. So that would be a 12-point line to go stronghold, stronghold TP. Advancing ship twice is 7 points. Plus the 6 points you gain on darklings and network. That has to be better. Advancing ship has to be better, even if you don't build another. Yeah, advancing ship is better. I guess so. The worst break that engineers got was definitely this, and I guess like I hurt them by digging this hex. They didn't get their stronghold out the way that they wanted to. They wanted a 9-point stronghold, but engineers starting on the spade, getting a single spade in round 1 and a double spade in like round 2. They were 100% supposed to win network outright here. I think that going for this town was a big mistake from engineers. Now it was 11 points, but they're getting 6 points on network when they could be getting 18. So that's 11 points right there, right? Like, and also that takes away 6 points from the table. So I do think that Patrick made a big misstep by going for this town as opposed to winning network. Like this network was there for the taking. If you go G3 instead of going I4, yeah. But you can't take the Swarmlings player out of it. You can take the Swarmlings away from the player, but you can't take the player away from the Swarmlings. That's how I'm gonna. I mean, Patrick like likes to play tall. He likes to play points greedy. So this 11-pointer versus fighting network is very in character for him. But I actually think that if you give up Earth 1, then you did it for a reason. And I don't think that a third town is the reason for engineers if you're also sacrificing network. It's just my take, but no, I mean he got a bad break, but he did still spend 2 digs for 1 hex, where you have so many free grays. You could be spending 1 dig for 3 hexes, and he spent 2 digs for 1 hex in a town. So, or 2 digs for 2 hexes in a town, when he could have had 1 dig for 3 hexes. Why is this endgame taking so long, by the way? Am I crazy, or does it seem like it's taking a really long time? Yeah, I guess it's because my decisions are basically done. Like Patrick took some leech. This leech might let him build both these hexes. Mermaids don't have any spades left, so that was a big mistake by mermaids to give that leech to Patrick, right? Or was that darklings? Who gave the leech to Patrick? Patrick took a 2 for 1. Oh, okay, it was darklings. Darklings connected, which means that Patrick now ties us on network. So it's actually a pretty close game. He's going to build F1 and A2, and then wait, what have mermaids done? They just cost themselves network. That priest power action was so. That was a Oh, oh, okay, they are connected, but they cost themselves a dig advance or a ship advance. That is nonsense. Okay. Like, I think that you're supposed to advance ship and build this. Yeah, Patrick now gets these and ties us on network. Then he's going to pass for 8. So he's going to have 0 points here. He's going to pass for 8. He'll be at 128. I don't think he has this by 10 on the cults, does he? He has 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 18. And we have, it looks like 16. I guess mermaids probably take this. Mermaids are free to choose who they take points away from. So it could be here or here. Let's assume I take it away from me only. So then I have 12, 14 points. Yeah, Patrick doesn't have us by 10 on the cults. So I think we have him by like 5-ish points, depending on how the priests go. Darklings are thinking again. They don't have anything to do other than build this dwelling. They should definitely build a dwelling. That's an Earth, 2 Earth 1 points. Then they can dig again. And then they'll have, so that would be 4 more points, 127. They have 3 resource points, 130. They don't have air 1, so they'll have 130. Looks like 16, so 146. It's a 3-way tie for network, so I'll be at 150 plus 14, as we said. Okay, so mermaids are fighting engineers. It's a bummer for engineers, but mermaids are like, I guess they realize that they're not beating me, so they're doing this instead. Oh, does this allow them to advance ship? They could have taken that leech and advanced ship. I think that was the right move. But oh well. I'm shocked that darklings are still in this round. They should have been out of this round a long time ago. Mermaids are also done. And there's our game. So we did wind up getting both of these. So that's cool. Looks like around 166 if I'm not wrong. Patrick is an easy second. He's actually pretty close to us. And would have been even closer depending on how these priests went at the end there. Looks like mermaids are pretty distant. They're not that distant. Yeah, they're not that distant. They're last by around 10 points to darklings. I'm wondering why they fared so poorly compared to darklings. But I think that it's just because darklings actually have like a pretty decent game plan. They could have had, as we said, they could have had 5 more points. And they could have 2 more points by not taking Earth 3. So darklings should be +7 from where they are, which is very close to engineers, actually. Patrick does wind up almost outscoring me outright, like admittedly, because I did start with an 8-point handicap on him, and I beat him only by 11. So nomads did wind up being the best faction here, but I don't think it's because we were the best faction. I think it's because we got lucky in some cases, and yeah, I think that we got kind of lucky, and I think that Patrick might have made a few slight missteps. But we're happy to walk away with a win here. So I guess we can take a quick look at the breakdown. So unusual game for me in that I guess I only took 2 of these. For some reason, I thought I took 3 of these. We took 2 coins action, 1 priest. We took 10 points of leech, which actually wasn't as much as we thought. We did take like 1 big one from mermaids in the middle of the game, but I guess that was the only like notably big one. Power by structures. The leech, we did have the most leech during this game, and we didn't pay the most for it, so that's a really nice source of efficiency for us. Okay, so what's interesting here? Well, the scoring track is usually interesting. So it's a high scoring game for, like, a high scoring track for everyone, including darklings, who, like, I thought that they played kind of goofy, but they managed to make a lot of points off the track, as well as from favors. We were chumps. We just took Earth 1, Water 1, Fire 2. But I think that it supported the track supported this game plan very well. So it wound up working out for us. I do think that Patrick kind of tried to punish us, and I don't know that I would have played it that differently by grabbing that red hex from us. But it didn't quite wind up being enough without Earth 1, I think. Now, that said, it's not just Earth 1, right? Like, the fact that he didn't win Network outright is also pretty disappointing. I think I was saying that he has 12 points here, but it would have been a 12-point swing against... I guess it's only a 9-point swing, huh? Because we would have 9 each, and he would have had 18. So he would be plus 9. So I don't know, maybe going for an 11-point town is okay, but it's also a lot more resources to make that 11-pointer. So I think that he probably wasted like 3 points of resources or something. He could have maybe made a stronghold. Maybe could have gotten like a dig advance off. So I do think that, but it winds up being that taking an 11-point town isn't that far off from winning Network. We did pretty well in the cults. I think the 2-key town was pretty good there. We actually, like, this is actually the funniest part of our game. We made 2 towns, but it was less than 1 11-point town. It was less than 1 worker's town in value, but I think that I got the value from here, and it gave me the value to take, like, the power actions and get the coins that I needed. So I don't regret it, especially because this also fights other players. So, yeah. Plus, it's 4 more points if darklings play the way that I think that they should, instead of going the Earth track. Yeah, we got this. I mean, there's not too much else to say. So, yeah, I guess that's a wrap. Thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for chatting. This is our first win in quite a long time, so I'm glad to get it. So, yeah, thanks everyone. We'll see you next time.